Hello everyone, my name is Ankur Dubey. Let's talk about very interesting topic, reciprocal tariff. So just 3 hours before the Indian Prime Minister landed to the USA, Donald Trump's announced this fantastic news that he's about to impose the reciprocal tariff. This tariff is not only specific to the India, rather it will be imposed on everybody who is exporting to the US will have to face this reciprocal tariff. So basically, it is the plan of the Trump that he is coming up, because when he joined the office, so he came up with the idea of imposing tariff on the Canada, then Mexico, then he imposed the tariff on the China. Now he is imposing tariff almost on everybody, uh, and this is very interesting to this is very interesting from him to impose the reciprocal tariff on everybody who's basically importing, who is basically exporting to the USA. So what is that reciprocal tariff? Reciprocal tariff is like whatever, for example, I'm from India and I'm exporting something to the USA, and I'm charging, for example, I'm exporting to the USA, the USA will charge a tariff on me. But if USA is sending some goods to India and India is charging, for example, 30% tariff on this, so now USA is saying that the USA will also, with this reciprocal tariff, now the USA is also going to charge 30% tariff on the goods that India will send to the USA. So earlier it was not that. It was not this situations. If we talk about the last century, so it has been agreed between the developed nations that they will more go towards the free trade. Basically, the developed nations are not in the favor of imposing any was not in the favor of imposing any type of tariff on the export or import. This has been a general practice, and this was also agreed as per the WTO that basically this tariff was not that much appreciated. What happens if you impose tariff? Then your local people, your own citizens will have to pay more. You might have to face the inflations. So it was agreed that we will not focus much about tariff, rather we will focus about free trade agreement, that irrespective of the origin of the goods, uh, the producer the producer will be allowed to sell in any country. But now what is happening that with the imposition of reciprocal tariff, what is going to happen? Same tariff is going to be applied. For example, India is charging 30%, the USA will charge 30% back. For example, China is charging like 10% from USA, then again the USA will charge 10% from China. Tit for tat, you can say. So similar tariff rate is going to be applied on the goods which the other country is charging from us. So you can understand in that way. And if I talk about the developing nations such as India, so it was agreed, and it is well established practice that developed nations will give a kind of relief, or will kind of give benefit to the Indian to the developing nations, so that they will have a market where they can sell their goods also, because it is tough for the developing nations to compete with the fabulous product or the fabulous technologies that the developed countries having. So it is a kind of relief given, it was a kind of relief given to the developing nations, that they will be allowed to impose the tariff on the goods that is coming from the developed nations. For example, India, for example, what happens in case of India and USA? On the goods which is coming to India from the USA, India charges more tariff. On an average, 3% more tariff is charged on the goods coming to India as compared to the goods which is going to the USA. For example, the goods which is going to the USA charges 3%, and the goods which is coming to India, we are charging 9% approx. So we are charging 3 times more than what the USA is charging. But now USA will charge 9% on the goods that will go to the USA. So it will be a tough game for the India to to do now, because why this rule was there by the WTO, why WTO was supporting this, and it was very well agreed practice that the developed nations will support the developing country, so that developing country can do business, can do something which can give benefit to their economy. So India is charging, for example, 3%. India is charging 9% because it was required. It was required. We cannot destroy our own industry. We cannot destroy our own market, own businesses. Own industry. For example, India is having industry, and the goods coming from USA will give competition to the local industry in India. And if we will not charge, a good amount of tariff on those goods which are coming from the USA, then it will be tough for the Indian industrialist to compete with the goods coming from the USA. Why this is required? Because we are a developing country. We are not developed country. That a level playing field should be available to all of us, irrespective of the origins, irrespective of the country. So this is the kind of benefit that have been and should be given to the countries like India, those who are developing countries. But now it is going to be very tough, and Donald Trump is saying that he's not going to accept this, and he will not abide by the basically the rules or regulations framed by the WTO. He will not abide by the rules and regulations which has been discussed and which is coming into force, like which is being continued, followed from a century, specifically from World War II. Specifically from World War II, it has been agreed that some kind of favor, some kind of relaxation will be given to the developing country. They will be allowed to charge some extra amount of tariff on the developed nations. But this statement, this facilitations to the developing country is not going to be accepted by the Donald Trump, and he is in support of imposing the reciprocal tariff. What the reciprocal tariff will do? It will impose the same amount of tariff what we are imposing. For example, the goods coming from USA to India, we are charging 9% of tariff. Then goods which are going to the USA will charge 9% instead of charging 3%. So this is the reciprocal tariff. The USA is saying now USA is going to charge the same amount of tariff what the other country has been charging on them, which is Donald Trump is saying that it is in the favor of their economy. They want to think about their own economy, first. He wants to make America great again, and he thinks this is one of the good thing. This is one of the required actions for his economy. So he's in support of this, and he's going to do this. But what will happen after it? you know th- for the USA will have to face the you can kind of inflations within country. Reason being, the goods coming to the USA will be costlier. They'll import more tariff. What will happen? The product will become costlier, and the local people, the citizens of USA, will have to pay more. That will create a kind of inflations. Because of the higher prices, it will be tough to buy to the consumers. And also it will be a challenge to the India, because the goods coming to the USA, the goods coming from the USA, for example, India is charging 9%. Then it will be a tough for the basically I mean Indian industrialists to compete with the USA product.